right at 10 right now. We'll go ahead and get this thing kicked off. So I want to thank everybody for showing up today at this week's edition of the Long Coffee Break. I'm Jordan Weiss. I'm a sales engineer here at Long. Today we've got a very special guest with us today. His name is Jared Swanson with Daikin Applied. He is going to go over our sightline controls, cloud-based controls, package controls from Daikin Applied. Very interesting topic. I think it fits into a lot of people's quiver. I think an arrow in their quiver. I think this could be a really good topic here. Hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, I'm going to shoot this over to Jared, and he's going to take over. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks again.
Thanks, Jordan. So yeah, my name is Jared Swanson. I'm a product manager with at Daikin Applied and with our controls group, our Sightline Daikin building controls. It's a bundled solution for all of our sightline controls, and we have 3 different platforms that we're going to be coming out with here. 2 of them we've already had for some time, and they've been upgraded and rebranded. And so I really want to focus today on the pre-programmed BAS that we've been doing for a good dozen years, but we've taken it to the next level here. So with our pre-programmed BAS, it's all about taking that high performance equipment, bundling it with our intelligent controls to get a high performance building. So whether you have a water source heat pump, a smart source infinity, a rooftop VAV, a delivered VAV system, Rebels, MAV2s, roof packs, chillers, we've actually pre-engineered our pre-programmed BAS with this equipment. So we're taking the best of our knowledge, our factory knowledge from each of those business units, and we've put that data into our controls to make sure that you're getting the best experience, whether you're servicing it, engineering it, designing the building, servicing the building, or as an end user. We want to make sure it's the best experience, very user-friendly for you. And that's what we can do since we manufacture the equipment, manufacture the unit controls, and manufacture the building controls as well. So the really cool thing that we're coming out with is making this cloud connected. So not only does it run standalone at the building, but you have everything at your fingertips. And we're taking advantage of technology in the cloud. So we can take more data. We can communicate with other cloud applications, bring in weather to get the best experience, not only for comfort, but for energy efficiency, for IAQ. And we can do automatic updates with the cloud as well. So really making sure that you are getting the best performance from your equipment. And we do that because we can pre-program it. We know our equipment better than anybody else. I can walk over, talk to the rooftop guys, and that's what we did to make sure we have gained the best data, optimize that data, get the best layout for whatever kind of user you are. Maybe you're not a sightline expert. Maybe you're not a controls expert at all, and all you want to do is change a thermostat. We have that option with our cloud-based control. For commissioning the site, it's programmed, it's laid out for service technicians really easily. So you don't have to do that programming. That's all done for you. And we optimize it with those backnet data points as well. So some data points you only need to read in once, others you want to read in multiple times and get trending on that information. So this is all pre-programmed, pre-engineered, no matter what kind of Daikin product you have, as long as it's backnet MSTP. So that's the real value, is we want to make sure your Daikin solution is perfect from day one, from designing, through the lifetime, application engineering and troubleshooting. Our tech response guys have access through the cloud to it, so they can really help with any kind of questions from installation to troubleshooting. So we just want to make sure it's the right solution for your building, and we're not putting in a square peg into a round hole. So it's very flexible. So we do have a few connection options. You could go just purely standalone here. Use the all-in-one PC touchscreen and control your HVAC equipment through there. it works really well. You have all your, VAVs, rooftops, all connected, manage, control it through there. Maybe you want to go to that next step and sit at your office instead of going to the touchscreen and be able to remote into the system. You go through the building LAN. It's perfect. What we're bringing in, and it's going to be released in a matter of weeks, is this cloud connection. And, I think a really big one is a cellular connection. From day one, you can have remote access to your system, automatically connecting to the cloud with the cell. So you're getting your Rebel rooftop and your VAVs all set up, and boom, it's right in the cloud immediately. Maybe there's some configuration that needs to be done, and you have some questions for that we can answer. You give Daikin Applied a call, you give Long a call, and we can really assist you making sure you get the best experience getting this set up. And that's the key thing with this cloud, is making sure that you have the support, you have that great experience, and it's very user friendly with all the automatic connections that we do. The fourth one here is going through the cloud via the building LAN, another option. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to go through the building LAN, but it's still a really, really good option to get that cloud connection. Some of the top features I want to talk about. The local UI is really meant for, not only for end users, but for the commissioning side as well. So maybe you're doing a phase build, bringing in more rooftops, bringing more VAVs, or adding some water source heat pumps. We have these global actions that you can set all your VAVs to your parent rooftop. So in a matter of clicks, get that relationship set up. You can also set up duct pressure reset very easily in just a matter of minutes. So really easy to do those commissioning features. A balancing calculator. You have your VAV balancer going through collecting data. Well, all they need to do is enter the CFMs into our balancing calculator, and we I was muted there for a second. We set those flow coefficients for you based off those CFMs. So it really makes it easier for the balancer as well. Trending. We spoke with all of our other business units, chillers, fan coils, and we have chosen default backnet points that we can trend. Now you can trend any backnet point that you want, but typically there's about a dozen that you really, really want. So those are all set up for you from day one, so you can make sure that your equipment is performing as well as possible. And of course, security is a big thing. We have different levels of security, different levels of access. So if you're servicing the equipment, you probably want that commissioning access, because you're going to be writing to different points, setting up the equipment at first, where maybe you're a tenant and all you really want to do is change some set points. That's what you're concerned about, comfort. So the different login levels based off your role. And the cloud that we're bringing in a matter of weeks, like I mentioned, is really geared for comfort control. So you see this thermostat widget here. No matter if you have a Rebel, a water source heat pump, a VAV, this is that thermostat widget that you can use for your zone. Makes it easy. We all know how to navigate through a thermostat. We push automatic updates. So there is a subscription with it, a low-cost subscription, but with that, we take care of any analytics that we have done, and we can push that down to our systems. Any connections with Energy Star or weather data and the data that they have done, and we're working with those companies, we can get those updates. So you're always getting the latest and greatest of our system. If you have multiple sites, it's one login for it. So you can see all your different sites. You see the little map view there. You can easily manage and control different sites. And we're also merging with our dedicated equipment. Dedicated equipment is a deep dive into the equipment. It's about twice as many data points that open protocol has, so we can merge with them and give you the best experience that you really want. There's a lot of customization you can do with the widgets. You see the energy costs, energy usage. You can put those in there and see what you really want to see. So it's really meant to be very user-friendly and give you the data that you want. So the different applications that we have traditionally done are single zone rooftop units, roof packs, rebels. I've done a lot of common duct applications with these as well. So there's system coordination, making sure that the two rebels are acting the same, right? You don't want one in heating, one in cooling. So you want to make sure that you do have that best performance from your high performance equipment. I've mentioned VAV systems, duct pressure reset, making sure that you are getting that high energy efficiency with the great comfort control that we give you. Value engineered projects. A lot of times the first thing out is controls. Well, this is a really affordable option that you can go with to get controls back into that small to mid complex market. And that's what we're really going for, is that small to mid complex market. So, I've done projects that are a 3-ton Rebel rooftop and 3-4 VAVs. Our typical sweet spot is 20 to 30 pieces of equipment. So let's just say two MAV2s and 20 VAV boxes. That's what we traditionally do. And is a really good fit for those buildings that might not have a facilities manager to take care of the building HVAC equipment. Simple chiller sequencing. For air-cooled chillers, we do lead, leg, or primary standby sequences. Making sure that you are getting that uptime. It's not a chiller plant manager, but it is getting that we are looking at capacity and leaving water temperatures to make sure that you're getting what you need for comfort control. System level coordination, I've talked about it with VAVs, rooftops, water source heat pumps, our loop water manager, to control the boilers, to control the towers. We want to make sure that it's a good coordination to get that high performance buildings. Thermostat systems. It's actually one of our competitions is going against other thermostats and how they can pass data to the cloud. But a lot of times those thermostats might not be coordinating together. So we can throw our BACnet T-stats on fan coils, water source heat pumps, rooftops, and bring it through the system, and whether it's retrofit or new. So it allows us to bring in some equipment that might not be replaced at that time. So we can easily use some retrofits. And I mentioned smart sources and infinities with our loop water manager, making sure that you are getting that centralized control, that high efficiency that you want. Just by having that centralized control and doing scheduling, you can save efficiency 15–20%. So it's a big key to have that centralized control, have that schedule operations. Not only that, but a lot more with the cloud connections. But I really appreciate your time. I know this was a lot of information, very high level, but thank you so much. I know you guys have all have a busy schedule, and again, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jared. Really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I know we're really excited about the cloud optimization of this system. I think it adds a total facet to this that we hadn't had in the past. So we're really excited that you could join us today and talk to us about that. For everybody else, I appreciate you guys' time. Please reach out to your guys' long sales engineer if you have any other questions about Daikin's package controls offering. So have a great day, and be safe out there.